Well, hi everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our very first ever YouTube video from Westpointe Community Church. And this might be something most likely that you'll see more often from us in varied forms, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. But just first wanted to welcome you here. And we're going to be talking through some of the changes that we are making as a church, and things that we see are fitting of the times, and also what we see God leading us into, which is also very interesting. But just in way of information, we received the announcement yesterday, as many of you did, that along with schools, religious gatherings are on pause. And so last Sunday, as some of you were with us in church, I had communicated maybe some of the changes that we would make as we continue to meet. And so some of those things we won't have to worry about because we are on pause for now. But some of the things that will apply is we are going to be looking at video for our church. But the government of Alberta has put a pause on gatherings over 50. And so we are going to get under that and put some action plans against it, as typically we don't meet on a Monday, but we were happy to today to discuss some of our action plans. And obviously you see beside me our lead pastor, Jared. And so Jared, happy to see you today.
Yeah.
And obviously we know as a church, Jared has been on sabbatical, but the Lord's been leading in different ways as this situation continues. So I'm going to let Jared speak into that of some of the things that are afoot, if you will.
Thank you, Garth. It's interesting times, and so I've made the decision, as I met with our staff today, to postpone my sabbatical and continue the work here. And in terms of the changes that are being made in light of our government decisions, we want to use this time to be strategic as to our next steps as a church, and so we want to see the opportunities that are here, that are coming in light of this. And so I will be coming back to the office, and we are preparing to have a service put together and ready for each of you to take in your homes or as care groups. And so we have a learning curve, but we are ready for the challenge, and so we want to prepare as best we can for that.
Absolutely. And Jared, just kind of, I guess, on behalf of myself and the church, we recognize that this was probably not an easy decision, and yet I just feel the care and love of a pastor, and I just see your shepherd's heart in this time to come together as we, kind of take this in stride one day at a time. But
thank you.
Appreciate your team player. So
awesome.
Jared, maybe just speak into the mission at this time for our church. What's a focus for us as a congregation as we look at, we're not going to be meeting together on Sunday mornings. Are we still a church? Some of these questions.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great lead-in. We want to recognize that church is not a building. We are a people. We are a body.
Amen.
We are the body of Christ. And Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am with them. And so we want to be the church. We will continue to be the church whether we meet in a large gathering or not. And so what we want to do is we want to meet in groups that are under the proper regulations. For those that are in isolation, we want to respect that, and for others that can meet as their care groups, as existing groups, or we want to look at opportunities to create new groups so that we can meet and take in a service together. And I want to read from Acts chapter 2, and this is when the church was was beginning and growing, and we read such exciting things. We read here in Acts chapter 2, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe, and many wonders and miraculous signs were done by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common, selling their possessions and goods they gave to anyone as he had need. And so we just see this coming together and caring for one another. We read here, they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. And so this is an exciting opportunity to be the body of Christ, to come together, to meet one another's needs, and to fellowship together. And so we want to help facilitate that. And Garth can share a little bit about what those next steps will look like.
Absolutely. So currently have a bit of a team of volunteers that are excited about the opportunity of having a online service. And to be completely candid, it's been something that we've been looking towards for a while. And this is coming of age for us as a church. God's been working in the details in so many ways that we've been seeing already, preparing us. There's another church in town actually recently overhauled their equipment, had a bunch of video equipment just sitting and waiting. And they said, look, you guys can use this equipment free of charge and see if it's good for you or not. And so we're able to enter in right away at a minimal cost and be able to offer for the first time a online service for this time, for this purpose. And so we're excited to see what God's going to do with it. So just in way of information, some of you are on YouTube, some of you are not. Some important things going forward will be to have that app on your phone, the YouTube app, as we look into what that's going to look like in homes. Some smart TVs already have the ability to watch YouTube on there already. But our YouTube page is very simply Westpointe Community Church. And I would ask all of you to like and subscribe to that page because that will be the primary outlet for content as we go forward. So we're going to be sharing those links to Facebook and our website and different platforms, but it'll make it easier for you if you like and subscribe. If you're getting notifications, that'll be the updates coming from us so that you can get it firsthand. It won't be buried in your feed as much. So that is coming. And as far as Jared was saying, we think that it'd be awesome. And you'll hear we're going to be making posts probably most likely each day of the week on specific changes and ways that we can continue to help you guys be informed. But we have some established care groups already, and so we would be asking those, if you're comfortable, on Sunday mornings, meet together. And we might have some ideas for you as you meet together. Most likely we're going to be having host families that, hey, if you're not already in a care group but you still want to meet as a church, that there will be places in your communities, different areas around Grand Prairie and surrounding area, that okay, I can go to that house and take in the service with these people, my church family. And then obviously some will decide to just meet with their own family at home, but that'll be just fine. So Westpointe Community Church on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're not already on Facebook, we have our WCC social, and we will be uploading to there as well as to our Westpointe Community Church Facebook page as well. And then beyond that, Westpointe Community Church Instagram. So you're getting the idea. Westpointe Community Church, get the details you need.
Awesome. I just want to let you know that we'll be back. We'll be in our office this week, regular hours until further notice. So we are available. And let me just leave you with another verse from Hebrews chapter 10. Verse 23, let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. Let us not give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. And so this is what we want to do. This is what we will continue to do, to encourage us, to encourage one another as a family, to follow the Lord and to hold on to the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. And so we are excited and hopeful in the midst of this time.
That's right. We love you all. Thank you for your time, and you'll be seeing us soon enough. So God bless your day, and thanks again.